I just finished replacing all the out of tolerance resistors, just a handful. The wiring for the IF transformers, the old rubber wire as well. You can see it's degraded, so I'm going to pull both IF transformers out, being the first and second, and put new lead wire dress on those as well. And then I'll go back before I put those in and start replacing all this other wiring in the chassis as well that's degraded, and get it out. And I'm going to go back and check the capacitor values that were replaced at some point in time and see if they're adequate or do they need to be replaced. Inside the IF transformer, I've got a capacitor and resistor as well that I'll need to validate. The second IF transformer removed from the chassis itself, stamp number 37, facing the rear. So 3 lead outs on the left side and 2 on the right. Let me go ahead and get the first IF transformer removed as well. See the grid lead itself on the first IF transformer is positioned toward the front of the receiver, and I just put an X on the back side for now. I'll break these apart in just a bit, but you can see that gives me more room underneath and of course on top as well for getting the chassis cleaned up, and access to the old rubber wiring that needs to come out as well. And the loudspeaker removed as well. Cone's in pretty good shape. I see a few little tears there. You can see to the like 11 o'clock position, a little air, maybe 10 o'clock. There's those frayed wires I was talking about for the dial lamp as well, which is used as a power on indicator. The wave trap coil located here, really no longer needed in modern day times. And the volume control or potentiometer, should be a few resistors, maybe capacitors buried inside the cardboard box. Pretty cool box they built, cardboard box around the volume control. See if I can get this off with one hand. And there's that other capacitor that was never replaced as well underneath there. I'll take some time and check out the volume control, make sure the DC resistance is correct. There's that other resistor and capacitor I was looking for, buried underneath, that was never replaced. Get the wave trap filter, looks like just one fastener down through the center. I've just got one ground lead and one filter there. Again, we could completely bypass that. I'll expand more on it in one of my longer videos. You can see the dial lamp, or again the power on indicator wiring, definitely frayed and will need to be replaced. By the way, the schematic that I referenced does not show this. And the ballast tube, it calls for a 49A as an alpha. It's actually a 49 Baker, and I did confirm it's tied in correctly on the ballast tube. So not sure if that was added later on, maybe in version 2 of the receiver. If anyone else has this receiver out there watching, I think Ted does, and maybe there's some others following along. Let me know if you have the power on indicator as well, and a L49B as in Baker ballast tube. Just more old rubber wire. You can see it falling apart right here on top of the chassis.